Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of capital cities in the United States. You might think of bustling metropolises when you hear the term capital city, but did you know there are some capitals that resemble small towns and are nearly deserted? It's true. Today, we're going to explore the stories behind 10 of the emptiest capital cities in the US. We'll uncover why these cities have such small populations compared to the more well-known ones like New York or Los Angeles. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's delve into this intriguing topic together. Number 10. Concord, New Hampshire. While Manchester claims the title of New Hampshire's most populous city, boasting approximately 115,000 residents, its state capital, Concord, appears diminutive in comparison. This means that of New Hampshire's total population of approximately 1.4 million, merely 3% call the capitale their home. But why is this the case? Several factors contribute to Concord's modest population size. Firstly, New Hampshire's economy relies on a limited range of industries, which naturally constrains urban growth. Moreover, the state's predominantly rural character attracts residents seeking a quieter lifestyle, potentially deterring them from settling in Concord in favor of more rustic surroundings. Additionally, Concord's geographical and historical contexts play significant roles. Unlike major eastern cities such as Boston and New York City, which flourished along the coast due to trade, Concord's inland location, situated roughly an hour away from the nearest major port, likely hindered its historical growth trajectory. Consequently, the city experienced slower population expansion over time. Number 9. Jefferson City, Missouri. With a population of merely 42,528, Jefferson City stands as one of the smaller cities in Missouri, trailing behind 15 others. Nevertheless, it was chosen as the state capital due to its strategic central position within Missouri. Despite this prestigious designation, Jefferson City has experienced sluggish growth since the late 1800s, largely relying on government expansion for economic progress. This dependency may stem from being overshadowed by neighboring metropolises like St. Louis and Kansas City. St. Louis gained global prominence after hosting the World's Fair and the Olympic Games in 1904, while Kansas City burgeoned into a vibrant jazz hub during the 1930s. Consequently, these cities have proven more adept at attracting residents compared to Jefferson City. Number 8. Annapolis, Maryland. Annapolis, with a population of a mere 4,648, shares a narrative similar to Jefferson City's. Throughout history, it has been dwarfed by its larger neighboring cities. In Maryland alone, Annapolis ranks below a staggering 25 other cities in terms of population, with Baltimore leading the pack at approximately 570,000 residents. Moreover, Washington, D.C., although not technically part of Maryland, overshadows Annapolis, with its population exceeding 720,000, as the nation's capital. Imagine being the capital city, and yet being overshadowed by not one but two other cities, each with populations over 14 and 17 times larger, respectively. Annapolis once held the distinction of not only being Maryland's capital, but also the colonial capital of the United States. However, with the relocation of the capital to Washington, D.C., Annapolis faced the risk of fading into irrelevance. Number 7. Dover, Delaware. The sparse population of Dover, Delaware, with only 3,859 residents, can be attributed to several factors. Firstly, Delaware itself has a notably small population, ranking as the 6th least populated state in the US, with only about 1 million people. To put this into perspective, consider that the capital city with the largest population in the US, Phoenix, boasts approximately 1.6 million residents, significantly outnumbering the entire state of Delaware. Consequently, Dover's population may simply reflect the overall diminutive size of Delaware's population. Additionally, Wilmington, another city in Delaware, nearly doubles Dover's population, further emphasizing Dover's relatively small size. Another contributing factor may be anecdotal in nature. While not the most scientifically sound evidence, online forums and gossip suggest that Dover might lack appeal. For instance, A recent Reddit thread featured a user describing Dover as just not very nice. Number 6. Helena, Montana. Helena, Montana boasts a modest population of approximately 33,185 residents, which can be understood in the context of Montana's broader demographics. Montana ranks third lowest in population density nationwide, with only 7.59 people per square mile. To illustrate, consider New Jersey, which holds the highest population density in the US with a rate 166 times greater than that of Montana. This stark contrast in density partly explains Helena's small population. Additionally, Helena's history contributes to its population dynamics. The city gained prominence as the state capital following the discovery of gold in 1864. This discovery led to a gold rush, drawing people to Helena in search of fortune. By 1869, approximately $18 million worth of gold had been unearthed in the area, cementing Helena's status as the capital of Montana by 1875. However, as gold is a finite resource, its depletion over time led to a decline in Helena's population. Number 5. Juno, Alaska. Alaska, with its vast landscapes, holds the distinction of having the lowest population density in the United States. At a mere 1.28 people per square mile, this figure is a stark 0.1% when compared to densely populated states like New Jersey. Juneau, the state capital of Alaska, mirrors this sparse demographic reality. With a population of just 31,685, Juneau is more akin to a mid-sized town than a bustling metropolis. This low population can be attributed partly to Alaska's overall sparse population distribution, which extends to its cities. However, Juneau's isolation within the state also plays a significant role. Situated geographically apart from the rest of Alaska, Juneau is accessible only by air or sea. There are no roads connecting it to the mainland. This geographical isolation undoubtedly contributes to its modest population. Given these circumstances, it's remarkable that over 30,000 people call Juneau home. Number 4. Frankfurt, Kentucky. Frankfurt, the capital of Kentucky since 1792, boasts a rich history. However, its population remains relatively small, standing at 28,391. Surprisingly, there are 13 cities in Kentucky larger than Frankfurt. This modest population can be attributed, in part, to Frankfurt's historical context. While neighboring cities like Louisville and Lexington flourish due to strategic advantages, Louisville's location as a major port on the Ohio River and Lexington's emergence as a prominent center for horse breeding and trading, Frankfurt failed to attract comparable levels of growth. Despite being overshadowed by its neighbors, Frankfurt has demonstrated resilience, notably rebuilding its Capitol building 3 times after 2 devastating fires. Despite these challenges, Frankfurt remains steadfast as the state capital, a testament to its enduring presence on the Kentucky landscape. Number 3. Augusta, Maine. Augusta, Maine stands as the state capital due to strategic deliberation. Positioned at the heart of Maine, Augusta was chosen over other contenders primarily because of its central location within the state. This decision stemmed from a meticulous analysis of geographical advantages. It's notable that Augusta's modest population, standing at just over 19,000, can be attributed to its inland position. Coastal cities like Boston and New York have historically experienced rapid growth owing to their roles as transportation and trade hubs. In contrast, inland cities such as Augusta tend to grow at a slower pace. Additionally, a prevailing preference for coastal living among residents of coastal states contributes to Augusta's comparatively small population. Surprisingly, Maine's first capital was Portland, a coastal city. However, concerns about vulnerability during the War of 1812 prompted officials to relocate the capital to Augusta, which offered greater protection against potential attacks. While security concerns have since subsided, Augusta's designation as the state capital remains a testament to strategic foresight. Number 2. Pierre, South Dakota. Pierre, South Dakota stands out as the state capital despite its small population, owing to several factors. First and foremost, South Dakota's overall low population density, ranking 5th lowest among U.S. states, contributes to Pierre's modest population of around 14,000 residents. This preference for wide, open spaces is emblematic of South Dakota's character. Another significant aspect of Pierre's demographics can be traced back to historical circumstances. Following the division of the Dakota Territory into North and South Dakota in 1889, Pierre emerged as the capital of South Dakota. This decision was guided by a desire for geographical centrality rather than a focus on population density. While Pierre's central location within the state offers practical advantages, it hasn't necessarily translated into rapid population growth. In fact, there are 8 cities in South Dakota with larger populations than Pierre. Nevertheless, Pierre's status as the state capital underscores the importance of strategic considerations in governmental decision-making. Number 1. Montpelier, Vermont. Vermont isn't known for its bustling metropolises. Even its largest city, Burlington, falls short of 45,000 residents. Montpelier, the state capital, pales in comparison, with a mere 8,023 inhabitants. This makes it more akin to a small town than a capital city. Several factors contribute to Montpelier's diminutive population. One significant factor is its limited economic diversity. Were it not for its status as the state capital, Montpelier might lack any substantial industry. As it stands, government employment dominates, comprising 30% of the workforce. Service industries follow closely behind at 24%, likely catering to government employees, with another 18% employed in fire insurance and real estate. Moreover, Montpelier faces a housing shortage, exacerbating its population stagnation. Demand consistently outstrips supply, hindering potential growth. When there isn't adequate housing available, people simply cannot relocate to the area, impeding population expansion. Thanks for tuning in to this eye-opening journey through the United States' 10 emptiest capital cities. From the quaint charm of Concord, New Hampshire, to the rugged landscapes of Juno, Alaska, we've explored the unique stories behind these often overlooked places. But wait, the adventure doesn't have to end here. If you found this video as fascinating as we did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. And hey, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. They might just discover a newfound appreciation for the lesser-known corners of our country. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring the world around you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.